This is a second example of finding domain and range from the graph. This is a parabola that we have here. So as we start to move this point along the graph again, we can see the blue dots appearing on the x-axis, showing us different domain values. We can see the red dots appearing along the y-axis, showing us the examples of the range values. I'm going to go ahead and animate this point sort of like we did last time, and we can see those red and blue dots appearing respectively on the x and y axis. So taking a look at what happened here as we moved along this curve, we can see that our blue dots are going from about -7 over here to +7. Our red dots are going from bottom here, looks like they could be going down for quite a while, up to about 3. What we want to be careful of here is that certain graphs, remember, that we have talked about, we know continue forever in certain directions. So this graph I can stretch both left and right and down forever. Kind of stretching that a little bit more. We can move this to the left and right. So then if we animate that point again, we can see the red and blue dots appearing. And we can see the blue dots going further to the right than they did before. And also over here, you can see they're going further to the left than they did before. But remember, we could keep zooming and pulling that graph further down to the left over here and further down to the right over here. So we have to pay attention to our graphs. And actually on this graph, the blue dots would go left and right forever. The red dots would go down forever. And then they come up here and they stop at 3, which would give us then a domain of, remember, we're going left and right forever, so we're going to go -infinity to +infinity, so all real numbers there. Remember, when you do the infinities, you're using the parentheses. And then our range values do go down forever, so we're going to go -infinity on that one. But then we stop here at the value of 3. We're going to use the square bracket there because remember we are including that. So this gives us a domain of -infinity to +infinity, or all real numbers, and a range of -infinity up to and including the number 3.